What sound you tuned in live once again with your boy Promise the greatest of the greats, King Beanie Shorter, and I'm a test bases again with part 2 of no sickness or illness can live in the presence of true love. Oh yeah, that's right, baby. That's right. The great of the greatest. And we finna touch it just like this here. How to heal any sickness. How to heal any disease, no matter what you have, no matter what you experience, no matter what you're going through. You can actually get rid of it just like that. But first you got to be willing, and you got to also be patient with yourself. And the biggest is being truthful to yourself. Because being truthful to yourself will help you look at where you have been going wrong at. And now you will be able to see how will I be able to rearrange this so I can have a better experience in this wonderful life that we're meant to live. So it's just like this here. It's a lot of things we do unconsciously that deal with our health, and we don't even know it till today. You know, by the things we eat, you know what I'm saying, the places we go, the stuff you even watch on TV, the stuff you accept and let yourself hear. You know, the biggest of them all that people in the world is depression and stress. This is the number one major source that we should look at, you know, that called major blockages and illness also inside of the body. Excuse me. Thank you for the element of air as it's trying to release itself. And it's just like this here. You know, putting a lot of baggage on yourself that's not even yours. You know, always worrying about other people's situations. Always worry about what they got going on. Always focus on everybody's life except your own. This also can make an illness or sickness occur in your body, whether you want to accept it. And it can happen physically, mentally, or spiritually. You know, anything that's not focused on self, truthfully. From even the stuff we eat. You know, people talk about, you know, eating a lot, and we still, you know, it ain't the fact that, because I can speak from a higher perspective, because I know also, it ain't the fact that some people don't want to eat healthy. Some people have to work with what they got. But not only that, it's just like this here, knowing thyself. If you know how the body operate and how the body, you know, is made, then you can know how to actually live. Because the way we think living is today is not necessarily living. And this got everything to do with health. Everything. From the food we eat to what we let ourselves see and absorb in the brain, from what we let ourselves hear and absorb in the brain, from what we let ourselves indulge in with our actions. You know what I'm saying? Enter inside our plan of existence. All these things. So in order to become actually healthy, you have to move in alignment to what's right for divine for other human beings. It's never to say that somebody is better than the next person. It's never that. We're all the same. Some people just choose to, you know, use their high level of conscience better than most ones choose not to. And that's the only way you can, actually live and survive. How could a person necessarily actually say they living no matter how much money they got? How could they say they living if they not happy? No matter what type of car they got, no matter what type of home they got, they still got accumulated problems and issues of not only even theirs, everybody else's. So they still unhappy. Or they still sick in the inside where it actually eating them up. It's not necessarily just marijuana, weed, crack, powder, and cocaine. These are not the only drugs. Not even just alcohol. We know alcohol is spirits. But addictions, I know. Because I'm a living testimony. And that's just what it is. Addictions. You ain't got to be strung out on no crack to have addiction, and we don't be knowing this as people. It can be sex. It can be, cigarettes. It can be, just marijuana. It can be want to spend money all the time. These are strong addictions that takes over us and possesses us if we are unconscious. And this also causes sickness and illness. Because all this ain't no problems and issues. You see what I'm saying? And it's only stuff that we accumulate because some of us start to find out, and then some of us just don't know. And even for the one that does find out, when they do know because they've been addicted or, came up on whatever it might be, or came up that way in that order for so many years that once they do find out the truth, they might be want to go in alignment with it, but the addiction had them strongly. So they got to dig into the root problem, which is going into the subconscious and rewinding the subconscious and releasing it. Starting with the human chakras that live inside of the body. Releasing these emotional earthly attachment. That's why they say don't become attached to materialistics and monetary. People know when they back hurt, when they arm hurt, when they head hurt, when they leg hurt, and they deny the aches and pains until after so many years they start to feel it. And they just ignore it. So they do stuff to try to hit it for the moment. Even with the going to the doctor and getting prescription, that's not no correct way, truthfully, of being hurt. Now, being healed. The truthfully, if you got a big accident where you was, fell through sliced tables or cut up or something, or you broke a leg or something, okay, you might need a surgeon or something just to pop the bone back in place, readjust the structures of the fractured bone. But besides healing the tissues in the cells, the stuff that they give you talking about medicines shouldn't even be taken. Because see, you got to understand, this is stuff that was experimented to see how would this work with the human body. You can get fixed for a few hours, but that's why they take all them pills. They say they got they got to keep popping pills. They got high blood pressure. They got to take all these pills until they die, until they up out of here. Do you think that's healing? The rest of your life, we're going to put you on these type of meds. Come on now. That ain't healing. That ain't healing at all. That ain't healing the spirit, the soul, the mind, or the body. If you want to know healing, you got to look into the side of first one, your root problem. What is your root issues? You got to first actually admit that I got a problem. And that'll be hard for anybody to do that, stuck in the ego way, especially right now, living in the world today. Because everybody's majority just in their ego tactic. They in their own ego area that they don't even want to see the truth. They like, it is what it is. And it's sad to say it ain't even what it is, because it's going to be something you might not want. And, you saying it is what it is, and then, hey, they tell you about the power of the law of belief. So that's how that works. And the law of polarity, and so on. It's just like this here. It's not okay. We got to acknowledge that, man. I got a problem that I've been going wrong at. So let me see and let me be honest with myself and let me look back and see why I went wrong all these times. And let me readjust them, because that ain't working. But see, most people don't want to do that because they feel like I got a little fame that moment. I was in the spotlight that moment. I did feel the good for it, but guess what? It was only that moment. It's a reoccurring pattern that just keep popping up in your face and you not noticing. How many times you see yourself, prime example, you got to keep moving and moving from place to place to place to find somewhere to stay. How many times you find yourself, I got to get this job, that job, this job, that job over and over because this situation occurring. How many times you find yourself struggling over and over and you saying that this is just part of life. Everybody go through that. True. Everybody do go through ups and downs. But see, we got to know what the ups and downs are. So I'm saying, in life you get challenges. Some people consider these obstacles. You get challenges, and every challenge is supposed to build you. Once you get built from one challenge, then you're supposed to move to the next challenge. And this challenge is going to build you. And every time you're supposed to continue to move up and move up. Now, what we supposed to do is work at each challenge. That's why they say nothing ever supposed to catch you by surprise. You're supposed to be conscious aware that, okay, I'm aware how life works. Most people say life is a game. Most people say, yeah, that's it. It's a game of chess, you know. Most people say it's a maze. And it's all about how you maneuver in that maze or how you decide to play that game in order to succeed in it. But see, we got to know the true meaning of failing, the true meaning of failure is to become successful. Every person that has become successful today was failures. They talk about Henry Ford, and you know, what's his name is, the Thomas Edison, the one that invented the light bulb. They talk about, you know, George Washington Carver, multiple people that was failures before they became actually successful. And the only reason why they became successful because they made it over them obstacles and the blockages every time it came. They didn't just think of one way to fix this light bulb. Once one didn't work, okay, we got to try another one. When that work didn't work, we got to try another one. With dignity and continue to know that I'm going to get it eventually, but I'm going to work at it. And the doors automatically open. You know what I'm saying? And this is how we're supposed to look at life when the obstacles and blockages appear in front of us. It's something that you need to work with right now. If you got an angry spouse, that's always mean. If you got somebody that feel like they threaten, if you got somebody that you feel like, you know, you got a problem with them, you just don't like the way they look. Your envy, it means that you need to be looked at inside of your own self and admit where you're going wrong in order to fix it. Because right now you're unhealthy spiritually and physically and emotionally. Truthfully. And if it don't stop, you know, you will have a serious disease that can kill you and take you out. And most people already got diseases and unknown diseases that the doctor can't even tell you what they are. Because it's bigger than what we seeing right now. AIDS ain't nothing, cancer ain't nothing, sickle cell ain't nothing. Don't get me wrong, they are something that can, you know, take over your body. Cancer and diabetes and all, these are things that can take over your body only if you let it. But truthfully, they ain't nothing. You got stuff that bigger than that can just eat you up. And if we ain't paying attention to our health, you lose. I don't care who a person is. You can walk around macho all you want. You can walk around living by the sword, the pistol, all you want. But if you ain't healthy, your brain ain't right, your lungs ain't right, your heart ain't right, your chest ain't right, your back ain't right, your legs ain't right, your vision ain't right, your hearing ain't even right. You know, you just a sick being. No judgment, no prejudice. And we got to be real with ourselves. I was the same person. You know, and we can't be in denial of the self because only you can help yourself. You got to say, man, I got a problem. Everybody got a problem, but I'm going to be the one to fix my situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to choose whatever it takes to eat the right stuff to help me get where I'm trying to go. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to look at every obstacle that sits in front of me in my life. Because it's an image of self. Everything that sits in front of you is an image of you. Truthfully, if you got somebody say, man, I don't like that girl, or I don't like that man, you know, it's because you don't like yourself. You got some issues inside of yourself to make you not want to like this other person. So when they come around, it rubs you because it's something inside of you that's just yourself. And you can't take it with them. So you envious. I don't care. It's never an excuse. You can say this person did that to you, this person did something to you. You still got that like energy that resonates with each other. And it could cause clashes on both ends. If neither one of them decided to step out of that low vibration. Because that's what it is. It's all the low vibration. And the low vibration ain't nothing but sick motherfuckers to me. And then no judgment, because like I say, the law of polarity speaks on, you know, nothing is never right, nothing is never wrong. It don't matter what nobody say. We've been manipulated. We thinking this is bad and we thinking this is good. We thinking this is the way because we were taught. But how many people really looking for the truth? How many people really can say they can be true to themselves? Everybody out there speaking on being real. Everybody speaking on being 100%. Everybody big steppers. You get a little change, it blow your head up. Now you want to buy some guns. You scared. It called flight or fight. That's the root chakra is out of balance. That means you scared. You want to fight or you want to run because you can't feel like you can step up to the situation on a high level of conscience and become a real woman or man like you should become. That's unhealthy. That's just what it is. Your energy have to flow. That's all it is, period. This ain't nothing but pure energy. Anytime your energy is not flowing in certain areas or in multiple areas, because you can have blockage in all areas. And when it ain't flowing, it occur a sickness or some type of disease, what can resonate as cancer, liver disease, diabetes, inflammation, pains to the back, sores, aches, you know, all anything. Period. So that means a blockage inside of you. How to get rid of these blockages to heal yourself? For one, you got to be truthful, like I said. Once you're truthful to yourself, now you acknowledge that I have a problem. Now I acknowledge that I have a problem. What would it take for me to handle this problem? Okay, now you know what it takes to handle the problem. You go research and find out everything that's meant for you. You go seek help from multiple sources. Not everybody ain't gonna be interested because this is your own problem. So keep your faith and your belief in yourself. Let the spirit guide you to what it is you need to know about yourself. Because you know where to help your body right away to get yourself up and going. Nobody else. And you know, be careful who you seeking that information from, because you'll never know, you know, the ones that, you know, works against you. And they're just to be the truth. That's just what it is, you know. So be wise. You know, people saying that they this and they that, you know, people do things to manipulate you and act like they with you just to use other sources. And that means you're being a puppet as well. So, you know, right is right, wrong is wrong. And you to choose which side you want to step on. But you know what I'm saying? Like I say, once again, nothing is never good or bad, but thanks and makes it so. But I always know the law of cause and effect. So everything got an outcome, and everything is the opposite. Law of polarity. Yin, yang, and the yang. And this is what it is. It's all energy. Now, once you acknowledge, okay, how to fix these blockages, you know, for one, truthfully, I'm gonna give it to you. For one, focus on what you eat. Stop eating anything that they buying in the grocery store. You know, I know sometimes you got to work with what you got. So focus on one, drinking a lot of water. Period. Water is a big reason. The whole body made up. The body's made up of 65% water. The brain is made up of 75% water. The body is nothing but pure water itself. That's the first thing, you know, being connected with water. Get out there, learning how to breathe. You know, if you learn how to breathe, breathing in the light, you know what I'm saying? And let the light sink inside your nostril and pour into your pineal gland and go over your crown and down your spinal cord, all the way down to your feet, the root chakra, and let it rotate back up. You know what I'm saying? Because the body just energy, and the energy just circulates. So as you can focus on your visualization, that's why they say vision is power. And I'm going to have to do multiple videos to break it down for you people. But all this is the way of healing thyself. The visualization, you know, that's why I say be careful what you see. You know, be careful what you're paying attention to. If that ain't the type of nature that represent with who you are and what you're trying to be, then you might don't want to dip into that water. And you know, a lot of people don't know who they want to be unconsciously. Because when they see what they actually see, yeah, it's on itself, and they'll really run from it. So be wary of that, guys. But yeah, you know, visualize this energy of light, this source of energy enter inside your nostrils, all the way up to your pineal gland, to your crown, over down to your adula alagala, down your spinal cord, to your root chakra, all the way down to your feet, and watch it vibrate. Imagine it's like, visualize it's like vibrating through your body. And to boost the visualization, think of something that made you feel so excited, so happy, that gave you pure love at the same time. And shine that light, baby. And let this light move through every part of your arm, finger, neck, eyes, throat, back, legs, heart tissue, vagina, rectum, penis, anus, whatever, you know. Let this light bring healing upon thyself. And feel the body become normal as it vibrates. It's gonna, you know, you can sit down, but I'd rather for you to lay down, you know, before you can actually get rest. Whatever makes you comfortable though, lay down and feel your body and visualize the earth, sinking into Mother Earth. What Earth had to do with this? We are also part of Earth. The elements is made inside of us. You have the earth, you have the water element, you have the fire element, then you have the air element, then you have the ether element, and this is the etheric plane. This is the other dimension, the 5Ds and the 6Ds, 7D and on up. You know, these are other dimensions. And you know, step outside of yourself to know yourself. You know, this is how you hear yourself too. Change the music that you're listening to. You know what I'm saying? Because it messes with your brain, it messes with your subconscious. Try to listen to the 432 hertz, the 528 hertz, the 529 hertz. You got different hertz that detox the pineal gland and declassify the pineal gland and, you know, rewire your subconscious and do a lot of meditating. Become at peace. Slow down. You know, people moving too fast 24/7 that they can't even see what they need to see. This is all unconscious decision. This is unconscious movement. This is unconscious living. You know, it's a lot. you know, because we wasn't taught these things. So it's a lot of healing, you know. But the biggest thing is focus on meditating, focus on visualizations, the feeling of pure love. We be thinking love is attachment. Don't see yourself being attached to one person. That's love. Love is you, me, everybody else. I love this lovely acorn. The sweet smell of pine, mortality. I love the smell of this wonderful incense. I love the beauty of natures and the rocks, the elements. I love this white period tank top I have on. Thank you to the king of white cloth. You know, give love and gratitude to everything. And you'll say, feel so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Shout out to Rushmore. You tuned in once again with your boy Promise the Great. No sickness or illness can stand in the presence of true love. Love is the key. Love is the answer. Be more kind to others. Be more out of other people's conversations and lives and situations. This is how you heal yourself. Focus on you. Focus on what's right for the divine meant for you. If you don't know, seek help, you know, from the right people. Your true self will know. And if you can't, you know, contact me and I can show you, you know, for the ones that really, really are serious. You know, and I like to say we know the ones that are serious and we know the ones that not. But it's love though. And it's just like this here. You know, like I said, eating, watching, changing your music, exercising, connecting with nature. This is very important. Go outside, let your feet and your bare feet and your pure hands touch the earth for at least 10 to 15 minutes a day. You know, if it's sunshine, then stand out there and let that sun shine on. Turn around and let it hit your spinal cord. You know, just in moving, let the sun soak into your spinal cord and let the energy charge you up. You know what I'm saying? If it's raining, go outside and let that cool, that elemental water just summer into your body and feel the purification and the godly healing. Every time it rains, don't matter if it's thunderstorming, go out there and look at the light. You know, this is dealing with the element of earth, water, fire, ether, piranha, the air element. Smell the fresh air when the trees are blowing. You know, watch the birds as they glide across the sky, giving thanks to the element of air. You know, the air is very, very, very loving, caring, and powerful. You know, and the meditating is the connection with ether, baby. So once again, the body's made up upon the elements, and it's not for. So, you know, but the body's made up of all the elements of the universe. And only way you can heal yourself, balance the elements. But when you balance the elements, also, you know, focus on the yin and the yang, the masculine and feminine energy. You know what I'm saying? The inside is more the feminine energy. This is the controlling the emotions, controlling the attachments, controlling and noticing the feeling when the beautiful goddess is talking to you inside of you, you know, and let it shine using your masculine energy, you know. Your masculine energy is the outside as you shine in your light. You see people always in a dark cloud out with their head down and they always weeping and crying. And, you know, their energy's not balanced. You know, for one, they need to check into the feminine energy and correct it, and then they need to tap into, you know, shining their light. Stop dimming your light for others. A lot of people want to see you depressed. A lot of people like these is blood-sucking vampires that want to just drain your energy. They just want to steal it from you. They just want to see you in a state of depression 24/7 so they can steal all their energy from you and have you dry. You know what I'm saying? You got to fight back, baby. Get out of depression. Get out of the anxiety, the illusion. Tell yourself, I am in control. Nobody has the power over you. Nobody has the power over you. Never think that nobody can do harm to you. Never. The power is you, baby. Shine your light. Heal yourself just by connecting with the universe. Aligning yourself to your rightful divine journey. Ask for whatever it is that you're trying to go. If you don't know where you at in life right now, find yourself some alone time right now. Tell God that I don't know right now, I'm lost. 963. They talk about the 369, but say 963, let me know that I am lost. I got that from somebody else too. And this is a good thing, because now you're letting the universe know, the creator know that I am lost. I need help. So I'm going to ask you, I hear a lot of people talking about it. I don't actually know if it work or not, but I'm finna just ask you, can you help me right now? And I'm going to sit down by myself like they told me, and I'm going to look and listen for the signs. So if you close your eyes and really meditate and feel yourself, feel everything around you, feel the birds as they chirping and crying, gliding across the telephone poles, and feel the worms, how they moving inside of the dirt of the earth, and see the roots up under the dirt in the ground, and see yourself buried inside of it as you so connected now with Mother Earth. And your true self will show you the way as you become grounded into whatever you need to be working on or working with. Let yourself know that you're safe. It's your birthright to be happy. This is Mother Earth letting you know you have no fear. The fear do not exist. I got you. Just relax. I'm finna show you where you've been going wrong at, and you ain't gonna have nothing to worry about it. You're gonna look at it with no assumptions, and you're gonna now be able to fix this and correct it. And I'm gonna show you how to correct it. But I'm gonna give you a bit, and you got to do the other hand. They say, how the creator work is like a clock. And how the clock work is, they got 24 hours, 12 hours that they speak on the clock. I apologize, 12 hours. And, with these 12 hours, 6 of them, the creator give you your information on what it is you're supposed to do, and on the other 6 hours, you're supposed to go out there and receive whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing. So that's a message, but that's a whole nother, video. But all this focusing on health, getting the proper rest, being around the proper environment to heal yourself. Whatever you read and whatever you paying attention to, you know what I'm saying? If you're doing anything that's in a negative or low vibration, and you know it, this ain't nothing but extra hurt to yourself. So the conversation toxic, throw it away. If the video that you watch, throw it away. The music you listen